Mike Ditka was the coach of the Bears during the time I was there. Ditka has a bad hip. He walks, he limps, he talks. Before every game, he would pick somebody on the team, ask them to lead us in the Lord's Prayer. It was like a spirit of unity prayer. He picked William Perry, the Fridge in 1985. How many remember Fridge? Great sense of humor. Dick is walking, sees William, and he looks at him and goes, William, you'll be the man, you lead us in the Lord's Prayer when I'm done talking. And I'm sitting in the back of the room, and Jim McMahon was our quarterback, and Jim was a very unique guy too, and leans over to me, and he whispers in my ear, he goes, John. And Dick is still walking and talking. He goes, John. I said, what? He goes, look at Fridge. He doesn't know the Lord's Prayer. I said, sure he does. No, he's sweating. The big guy's sweating. He doesn't know the Lord's Prayer. I said, Jim, sure he does. He'll do fine. He goes, no, I'll bet you $20 he doesn't know the Lord's Prayer. I said, you want to bet $20? You want to bet on the Lord's Prayer? Yeah, I do. I said, nobody's ever bet on the Lord's Prayer. No, let's do it. Let's do it. I don't think he knows it. I just to keep quiet, I said, all right, you're on. So we're betting on the Lord's Prayer. Betting on the Lord's Prayer, which is like unheard of. Dick gets done talking. He looks at William. He goes, William, you're the man. Lead us in the Lord's Prayer. And everybody bows, gets real quiet. And William Perry prayed this prayer. Now I lay me down to sleep. Now, William knew the Lord's Prayer. The place burst into laughter. William just got up in front of all of us, hitched up his pants, gave us a big wink, big smile, left the room. McMahon comes up to me afterwards. He hands me a $20 bill and goes, here, John, I didn't know he knew the Lord's Prayer. Didn't know I knew. I have 4 kids, and my middle son was 4 years old. It happened many years ago, but it's still very vivid. I'm reading a book entitled How to Be an Effective Father. I'm going to give a Father's Day talk, and here walks in my 4-year-old. How many have kids here? You can appreciate this. He's got like the California Angels baseball hat. He's got the Chicago Bears sweatshirt. He's got 2 sweatbands on his wrists. He's got a wiffle ball bat, you know, the kind of real light wiffle ball bats in one hand. He's got a big, hard softball in the other hand. I don't know where he got it from. These two don't go together, but he walks and he's got this little mini kind of athletic walk about him. He's got 2 toy guns around his waist. And he's totally naked from the waist down. Now, if you're a parent, you've seen this picture, and he holds the ball and goes, Daddy, come on, let's play ball. And I'm reading this book of How to Be an Effective Father. I put the book down, and I looked at him. I said, oh, where's your pants? He looks at me and goes, don't know, Dad, don't know. And, you know, when you're 4, you really don't care where your pants are. It's not even important. And he goes, come on, Dad, come on, let's play ball, and holds it up. And I said, I can't now. You're so cute. I cannot. I'm reading this book, and I'm busy, and I got to find out how to be an effective father. And I haven't even realized the irony of what I've just said. Didn't even hit me. And so I put the book in front of my face, and this little guy, this little 4-year-old guy, he's like about 10 feet away. He takes this big, hard softball. And he just winds up, and he just lets it go. It ricochets off this Effective Father book, and it drills me dead center, like right between the eyes. My head goes back. I'm shocked. It hurt. I'm mad. I put the book down, and I look at him, and there he is. He's got this, like, angelic look on his face. He looks at me, bullseye, Daddy, bullseye. He's like pumping his little fist, bullseye, Daddy. And it was a bullseye. Not only did it hit me literally right between the eyes, it hit me figuratively. I'm reading a book to be an effective father. John, the book, Put Down. Do what you know you need to do. So that's what I want to do today. I want to throw some bullseyes. Bullseyes are those basic truths in life, stuff we know about, relationships we know about. Our life is full of changing times. Your job, your arena, where you work, full of changing times. Initially, we deny it, we resist it, then we explore the possibilities, and then we commit to it. I was going through customs in Toronto, I have tapes, I have brochures, I got stuff. I'm bringing across. They're giving me a hard time. Customs officer looks at me. He goes, no big deal. Welcome to Canada. I'm going to give you a gift today. I said, you're going to give me a gift? What is it? It's a story. You're a speaker, right? I said, yeah. He says, well, I'm going to give you the story. Maybe you can use it. All right. And I've used it ever since. Because the best stories just happen. He said, a big guy is coming through. He's got a little boy with him. And he asked this big guy if he had anything to declare, like he does every day. Do you have anything to declare? And the guy goes like this. No. Bringing across cigarettes? No. Booze? No. Camera film? No. No. Anything like that? No. No. Customs officer said at that point, the little boy looked at him and said, but he's getting warmer, huh, Daddy? I love that story, don't you? There's something about integrity. There's something about honesty. And when you have integrity and when you have honesty, people love to work with you. People love to trust you. And so many times we see in our world that emphasizes this thing called image. And image might be important. But boy, ultimately, is can I trust you? Do you have the kind of integrity, the kind of character, the stuff that's made of I can trust you with?
Everybody stand up just for a moment. Come on, everybody up. I want you to put your hands together like this. He didn't really have to make a noise, but that was good anyhow. My right thumb is over my left thumb. How many have your right thumb over your left thumb? Raise your hand. How many have your left thumb over your right thumb? Raise your hand. Wow. Okay. I have no idea what that means. None. But I did get your attention. Now take your thumb and fingers and do the opposite. Reverse your thumb and fingers. Do the opposite of what you normally would do. Now, how does that feel? Anybody? Weird. What else? Awkward? Doesn't feel right. Put it back the other way. Ah, that's it right there. There is a perfect illustration of change. It feels a little weird. It feels awkward. It doesn't feel right. And then we give them one of these. I don't like this, man. I like the way things used to be. So just for the fun of it, fold your arms where you normally do. Come on, stay with me. It's a little break, participatory break. My right arm is over my left arm. How many have your, well, actually, I have stayed perfectly consistent with my thumb. How many stayed consistent with your thumb? Raise your hand. Okay, how many have done the opposite of your thumb? Okay, you're confused people. This is what happens. Barry, you're a little confused there. Fold your arms where you normally do. Just fold them. Now, comfortable, comfortable, comfortable. Go, do the opposite. Just reverse and do the opposite. Some of you can't even do this either. And you are store managers, and it gets kind of confusing. No wonder the fruit's talking to each other. You know, this is what happens.
So I was asked to coach a Little League baseball team. I'd never coached Little League anything. If I ask you what's wrong with Little League anything, like Little League soccer, Little League football, Little League baseball, what would be the first thing that would come to your mind? What's wrong with Little League? It's universal. It really is.